The last topic we're going to talk about regarding situational advisors, again, which are the most premium, the highest level type of referral from a situational advisor. There's many more that we've talked about so far in this introduction, but I just want to talk to you about an obvious one that we all know about. That's divorce attorneys. Now you might say, I hate divorce attorneys. Let's go through this idea for just a minute. If a typical divorce attorney in the United States has about 20 to 25 families that they serve at any given time, which is about right. They're not doing 3 families. They're not doing 6 families. It doesn't pay the bills to run the office. It's about 20 to 25 families. And what we know is that they'll do about 60 to 75 families in a given year. Not 150, a single attorney. No, they might do 60 to 75. And what divorce attorneys have told me, I worked with them for several years, is that 50, maybe 70% of their business, the families have to sell the property. They might want to keep it, but their income is now split. They can't afford the property. One spouse cannot buy the other spouse out of the property, basically, or refinance out the property. They usually have to sell. Over half the time. These properties must be liquidated and moved on. So what we have, a couple who might be argumentative, might be a little bit challenging to work with, but they have to sell. Isn't that the kind of business we want? Do we want to sell business, or do we want have to sell business? The question is, do you get any business right now from a divorce attorney? Let's say you're a lender. You're saying, are you networking right now with divorce attorneys? Well, I know personally, by interviewing divorce attorneys, believe it or not, they want the loan officer more than they want the realtor. There's an assumption with attorneys that the family is getting divorced, they all know a realtor. Divorce attorneys have said to me, what I really need, Brian, I need a loan officer. I need to go through the process at least to see, can we refinance the property and get one of them off? And if not, what will he or she need as they move on to buy the next property, so that the divorce is equitable, that he or she has the down payment for the next property. And so the first person they need actually is the loan officer. Secondly, they need the realtor. Or actually, sometimes they say, I don't need a realtor, they'll find one on their own. Well, our objective is to impress the attorney enough that the attorney will say, you know what? You're the one. You're the one getting my referrals. By the way, if they're doing 60 to 70 a year, let's just say they're only doing 30 of those have to sell, the other people can keep the property. 30 of them have to sell. If you think about your average price point, your average commission check, let's not even say you get all 30 transactions. Let's just say you get 10 or 5 of those transactions. What's your average commission check? As a lender, as a realtor? What's your average commission check? And the question is, how many deals do you need to close to equal a minimum of $25,000 to $50,000 to be what I call a genuine lead referral partner? So do the math. How many transactions do you need from somebody that has at least 30 per year to send to you? Again, we're not going to get all 30. Let's just say you get 1 out of 3, maybe 10 of those. Is that enough to qualify for you as a lead referral partner? A lot of people say it is. The question is, once you get that first attorney, should you go out now after CPAs, accountants, and different groups like that? Or should you go after another divorce attorney? And then you say, well, I want to increase my business again by 25 or 50 grand. You know what you do? Another divorce attorney. Stay extremely focused. This is a career decision. And so often I get negotiated with people that we're coaching that say, well, can't I do this idea as well and this idea? I said, sure you can. But we want to make sure that you're referable, that you're communicating one great concept to the marketplace. You'll still get business from other people. That's still going to happen. Because they won't even know you're doing this. Because this is the niche, a special group we're going to target. And as we look at the divorce attorneys, you might say, I don't know any divorce attorneys. Well, that's okay. We don't expect you to know any. And, well, do I market to them? No marketing. We're not going to blindly send. I know of somebody who targeted a few hundred divorce attorneys and got pinged back, marketing, 0 pings came back from the efforts. We're not going to do marketing. we're junk mail at that point. And we're not going to prospect. We're always going to be introduced to the divorce attorney. And you might say, well, who's going to introduce me? Well, we're going to talk about that as we look at the full divorce package. And how do you build this networking program, get introduced, physically introduced by somebody else in the room to that divorce attorney. And then you go, well, how do I get my second divorce attorney? Well, either your base of people that we're talking about networking with will get you another one, or ideally, what many people have discovered is the divorce attorney will introduce you to another divorce attorney. And we could rapidly see $50,000 to $100,000 coming in if you're working the program correctly. Thanks for watching.